Hi folks, welcome back. This is my carving called Friends, and this is our new project. I do have a pattern for this. It would be $1.50 for it, so if you want to have the pattern so you can follow the project or do it at a later time, you know where to find me. Just email me and we'll take it from there. Okay, what I did was I actually drew the pattern on the wood first, and what I did was instead of carving everything off and then redoing it, what I thought might be easier is once you put the pattern on is to take the snowman has to be before our Santa, and the hat, this tassel is going to hang like right in the middle of his hat. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove this over here, and what I did was I did a stop cut, and those of you that don't know what a stop cut is, it's just a plain cut like this with the knife going in and following that line all the way around, okay? Following the outline and then taking your knife and going from up to that line where it won't go further. This is going to be a little difficult to do with a knife. If you have chisels, you can go ahead and use that, but I'm strictly a knife person, so I'm going to go ahead and start. What I did was I outlined this portion. If I can just show this to you for a second. I outlined this portion right here, okay? This portion right here with the knife. I did that offline. Remember, when you cut these end parts, make sure you have your glove on, okay? Because this is really going to be risky with the way the knife is going to go. I turn it the other way and I do the ends from the opposite direction, like so, okay? And then go inward. Your possibility of slipping off and hitting yourself is less. So when you get to an edge, like up here and you get up here, just turn around and go the other way like so. Alright? That will just help you so much on that. So what I did was after I did that line there, we'll be cutting this in a second, I went ahead and did a stop cut on the face of both the hat and the brim, not this part, okay? I outlined his arms and his face, basically. The rest of this you can put on later on if it comes off. I wouldn't recommend putting the pattern on with a with a pen like I did. That can soak into wood. I just happen to be goofing around with the new wood. And this is my new wood I got. I just absolutely love it. This is about 1 inch thick. It's about 5 inches high, 4 inches wide, and it's going to be meant to sit on a windowsill or anywhere, okay? So we're going to do it similar to my other one, my Santa with a bear, and I'll show that to you on the next clip. But let's get started. I already cut this out here, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to dig this out. And you need a little bit of a longer knife to do this, okay? It's a little harder to hang on to, I understand that. Doing relief is not my favorite thing, but favorite type of carving. My favorite type is the Santas that I normally do. So, you know, it helps if you can rest it on a table or something, you know, as you're cutting it off, or having it in a vise or something when you're cutting it off. I find that when you work with gouges, it can be much more, your chances of slipping are much more, hitting yourself with a gouge if you're holding it. But we're just going to go around here and just dig this out a little bit, just like so, because I already have it cut out. Alright, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut this out around the corner here. Okay, so you're going to go in about, I would say maybe 1/8 of an inch. Now I just did one cut. I'm going to go back and do another stop cut all the way around. I don't know if that camera is focused enough. Okay, when I get here to the end, I'm going to turn it around and go the other way, just like so. Alright? Now I'm going to go back up here to the head, stick my knife in, and follow that very carefully. And try to keep your knife as flush to the original cut as you had before. You don't want it, when you do a cut, you don't want to hold your knife out like this when you cut your lines. You want to make sure that that's straight in. okay, that it will be even all the way across, just like this would be if I were to be doing a stop cut on the outside. You want to make sure that blade is absolutely flat to your cut down here, okay? You do not want to hold it like this when you're cutting. You want to make sure it's straight. And that's a bit of a challenge, I'll be honest with you. Not all of us can do that without some practice. So, and you know, some of this I can't really see really well without getting off camera here. So bear with me. I'll be going back and forth a little bit more. And those corners are really important to get those corners. So we're just going to chop this out, just like so. And you want to be careful when you dig it out, that you don't dig it out too far with the tip of your knife into your second, you know, up to your stop cut. I had some videos on that. If you've been following, you know what I'm talking about. You know, if it doesn't come out clean like that, you go back and you recut it. Alright? Now again, I just want to mention something to you. When you're doing relief carvings, it's not meant to be the actual carving in the rat. It's supposed to give you the illusion of something being in front of something. When I come back in my next video, I'll show you a couple of the other Santas I've done this way. The other one, Santa and a bear, and that was also relief. So what we're going to do is we're going to start chopping some of this off. Okay? Now I made a line here, and I'm going to make sure I keep those lines, because that shows, then I don't have to put the pattern back on. Alright? I did that. Just make sure it's deep enough. You don't want to go super deep, but you know, if you want to keep the same pattern, just keep following those lines after you do a cut or so. Will help. Okay, so I'm going to get offline. I'm going to make this a little bit deeper, maybe 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch. I'm not going to go too much deeper than what you see here. Okay, so I'll be right back.